It is time for the weekly live Q&A. I hope you guys are great wherever you are. Today I'm joined by Big G. I actually put up a post of him on TikTok this morning and it went really, really well. I think a lot of people like looking at him a lot more than they like looking at houses. My name's Edward Hutchinson, part of Hutch Johnston. Mr. Faust, when is the next podcast coming out? In fact, we actually had a podcast that came out yesterday. So if you guys would like to kind of see the podcast and would like to see it, I think it was actually an awesome one. I actually had a guy called Caesar who joined me. He's actually the principal of CAD Stoneworks. So when you're watching LA mansion tours and these insane houses that we're showing you, obviously with a lot of marble, with a lot of stone finishes, he's the guy that does a huge amount of those. Found me on Instagram, we started chatting, we've gone for coffee a couple of times, and he has now done the podcast with us and may well show us some of the projects he's working on. So if there are any specific things you guys would like to know about marble, expensive mansions, what it's like to kind of install those, go and check that podcast out, the Edward Hutchinson podcast on YouTube or on iTunes. Also, today I'm going to be uploading a tour on our Hutch Johnston story of a $48 million mansion. So if you guys are interested in what that is going to look like, definitely go and follow Hutch Johnston. Here. When are you going to tour some house in Hidden Hills? That's a really good question. I'd actually love to do that. If that is an area you would love us to explore and to do more touring of, definitely let me know, because we've had some people suggest other areas we don't normally do regularly, and Hidden Hills is definitely a great area to explore. So our TikTok account, I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, but our TikTok account right now is blowing up. I think we're at 44,000 followers, something around there. I actually just put up a video of George that's doing incredibly well. So if you guys would like to go and see George and a really cute little 10-second clip of him, head over to our TikTok, Houses Ground, we are on there, and let me know what you think. Kevil, nice mansion tours. Thanks, mate. That's really, really kind of you. As always, actually, because you are our community, I want to know what you think we can do better. So obviously we've changed it up a lot over the last couple of years. Now you guys rate the property out of 3 stars. You actually guess the price, which a huge amount of people really like, or that's what we're hearing. So if there is anything else that you guys really think we should be doing, I would love, love, love to hear that. The Insta360 One X camera. Obsessed with this thing. This is actually, I think, why our TikTok's doing so well, because all I'm doing is posting 360 edited videos on there and then syncing it to some awesome music, and obviously they're incredible properties. The reason I'm so excited is because I'm actually having a meeting in about 20 minutes with another luxury development company, and we're hopefully going to do some working together on some of their projects, and I have managed to get a 16-foot selfie stick. Yes, 16 foot. It's bigger than 3 times my own height, to basically attach this camera to. So I'm gonna literally be kind of taking this camera and putting it into the corners of these incredible properties, and we're gonna see what the content turns out to be. That will be starting from next Tuesday on LA Mansion Tours, so hopefully you guys are tuning in. Something that actually I find was quite weird, because I used to work in the London real estate market. There, no one does staging, no one pays kind of over money unless it's super, super luxury, and they kind of say, oh, you know, someone has a different taste, therefore that's what they like. In the US, it's the opposite mindset, where they think a lot of people walk into an empty room and they cannot look at it and think, what does my furniture look like in here? The room looks smaller because there's not kind of a layout around it. So that's a kind of huge one. But actually what I have realized being over here is a lot of people, you kind of think everyone has this imagination where they can imagine everything. Not everyone is like that. So we actually have a listing coming up in about 2 weeks. It's gonna be about $3.1 million townhome in Venice. And that one we're actually about to start the staging on, so we've got to get that right. And we may actually do something which I'd love you guys to take on. We may do something where we're actually going to do like a garage sale, because the owner doesn't want any of the old furniture in there. So a lot of the neighbors around the area, obviously if they're coming to sell their house, as a real estate agent, I'd like to know them. And this is an opportunity for us to actually kind of engage with the community, have them come in, potentially buy a sofa for a very good price, because it saves him time, money and effort getting it all shipped out, and someone actually gets a really good discount. So we're kind of giving back to the community. I think George brightens everyone's mood up, so I think we should bring him. But let me know what you think. Do you think George should come to Chicago? He actually loves flying. He gets under the seat in front and goes to sleep instantly. It does cost about $400 to get him there and back. So it is a little bit of an expense for 2 days, but equally I think he's gonna really, really bring everyone's mood up. It's a good idea. Actually, go over to Skatey_official, my wife's swimwear brand, or Skatey Noise, and tell her make a comment, send her a message, say you should take Talk George to Chicago, because I think that is really, really going to convince her. Anyway, guys, have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a great weekend. We'll be back next week with more content, and I'll be uploading some more stuff today, tomorrow, and on Sunday. All right, guys, bye-bye.